Yeah. Um, Not even that long after reset. Just before I started the stream, I went to go check. Bro was gone in like the last 15, 17, 20 minutes ago. So, we're somewhat on time, right? That's crazy. The bro's gone. I went to like preview a little bit earlier when I had made the post about what happened to Gabora, and I watched this hell keep getting inched. Every time it's like, oh, it says they provided their efforts to the World Raid Health Bar. Okay. And every time I saw it, it got chunked. Every little bit. Every time. So when I made that post, bro was already under 10% not too long after I made that post. Yeah. You just, like, every little bit just took a chunk. That is interesting. Okay. Sup, everybody. My name is Crytek N-Bomb, and welcome back to some more Blue Archive. We are now onto the last of the main bosses for this, I want to say the first part of this event, for the Steel Continent, Chokmar. And, this is the boss I'm kind of dreading, because I saw a clear before I started this. It was like only one person that showed a clear. I probably should have kept searching, but like, not really has a guide for it, unless I just decide to check a final restriction guide. I kind of vaguely know what Chokma does, because we fought him a couple times in final restriction. But I'm not particularly fond of this guy, because he's always Mystic, and my Mystic students are not the very well built. And the clear I saw had 5 students I don't have, so yeah, this is gonna be a fun time. I'm just gonna keep trying C difficulty until I'm satisfied with a certain clear, but it will probably be in mock battles to see or gauge what I'm doing. Otherwise, what's going to happen is I'm probably just going to do B difficulty. There's a good chance B difficulty is going to be what I do in the stream. Because I know who I'm going to borrow. But I hope that some people have other characters that I can borrow. Because this is like the raid where I really want Hoshino Battle. Because she makes it a lot easier. The way she works. But I know who I have to add. But this, obviously certain things I probably don't know about how to do the raid, because I just kind of like going into it blind until I take it more seriously. But I don't take Final Restriction that seriously, so that's why I'm a little bit nervous. Now, I already logged in earlier, did a little bit of this, a little bit of that, so this screen is just showing that I got the bouquet, the really cool looking one, which is this one right here. And we just got this. I'm getting that tomorrow. I need to know how this sounds. Sorry for the loud sound. Maybe I can do something about that though. I think I should really readjust this thing. Okay, that should be a little bit better, but it's not like it completely masks the sound. I sit right next to my window, so. Alright, it seems like the quality is fine enough for a run that is not echoing. Now, I didn't do all of reset, and this will probably be the last time we see her on the screen for a little bit. But yeah. I did. Last night I decided to just put students in a cafe. I didn't do my bounties yet, so I need to do that. And grab my AP, because I didn't do that yet either. Oh, for a second I thought my cursor wasn't showing. I learned that I can actually hook up my controller to the Orca, which is funny. I haven't bothered to mess with that. I'll think about that though another time. Just messing around with it. But yeah, we got this thing. I'll probably be saving those for a while. Shiny bouquet. It's a really nice item. I remember using during the last fest, of course, since the login is very similar and all that good stuff. So I already got that. There's nothing else. I think did I already do the shop stuff? I think I did. I do have something I need to get out of the shop though. Yeah, I already grabbed this and this at the bottom. Grab that. I only gotta buy that Miyako one 8 more times and I'm done doing that one. Oh, wait. Oh, shit. That was today, wasn't it? Whoops. Well, I'll use some power since I don't care. Where are you at? Grand Assault. Hiyori is in here. What? Hiyori was not in here before. Oh, shit. Anyone get added over here? No. Hiyori got added and so did Kaide. Or Kaide always been here and I'm just dumb. No, it must have just been Hiyori. I don't remember seeing this one here. This was not here yesterday. Interesting. Anyways, grab you because I completely forgot about that. Gosh, now I kind of wish I didn't waste those, but I did not know Hiyori gonna get thrown in there. Maybe I should just wait because I haven't gotten a single artist student yet. Maybe I'll get them during Fest, so maybe I'll just hold my tongue and not even buy any of the elves until after Fest. Then after Fest, I can start doing it. There's a chance that I'll probably get a copy of her during Fest would be funny, but I safely grinded for her, so. Stuns when attacking and stuns on last attack. Damn, you would have been good for that one stage during the, was it the Shun Hygiene event that just passed? The one stage where I found myself needing to stun to be able to actually defeat an enemy, or technically add like a status effect. Because the only way that I could actually beat them. You can deplete their HP, but if you deplete their HP, they just start attacking you instead of themselves. Which is annoying. So, whenever a day like that ever happens in the future, I'll probably end up using her for that. But yeah, I get to do this on stream now. She also had a unique item. I can't get to find you. Ah, she said Darman. Okay. I love that.
ですのでこの夏も私から離れないでくださいね。あなたさま。
That's cute. I love that. Okay. Well, I'm gonna have to definitely get that just for you. What? She increases her damage taken while increasing her attack. That doesn't sound fun. The funny part is she seems like she'd be a good character to use against the first form of herself in the actual Wakabo raid. I find it kind of funny. Well, I'll use some Parkinson's and put it in there. I forgot that she was today. Somehow I forgot that. That happened. That's cool. Well, I'm definitely at the... Oh. Oh yeah, I can safely do it too. Either way, during Fest, I'm gonna have more than enough. Because even though I have 400 power scenes in this, that is not all there is to it. Because we also are gonna get all these free pulls. Tomorrow we get another single, which will round out to about, I believe, I have 30 pulls and tickets. No. Today the last day for the triple drop for bounty and normal hard missions, which I already did the hard missions. Now I just have the normal to do. When this resets, I don't know if I'm going to keep doing this one. I probably should, but the battle pass is also giving me some of the resources I need. But it would be nice to get more of this still, so maybe I'll keep doing it. I need this still. I know I can get like, I think 6 more from the battle pass, something like that. But not bad. Trade is always appreciated. I ran through the trading resources again because I had to raise somebody. This is doing pretty good, but I could use more same time. Maybe I'll still keep farming it because like I need these. This resource has been a drag to raise compared to everything else. Now I got so many of the gears, but it's only because I don't end up like destroying these resources in the it's only because I'm not destroying the resources in the crafting chamber. So the only reason why those are actually surviving. Now this is my last time doing this one, so until the next time it comes back. Next time it comes back, we're not even going to be on the 18th mission. I don't know where we'll be at. I'm going to try to see how far I get into this sometime after Fest. I want to focus Fest first and then do that. Of course the event as well. I don't want to just hyperfix it all that. It would be nice to get more of those because I don't like that is so low. Compared to everything else that's like 100 or over 100. The thing that sucks though is I feel like the resource I need more of is probably just the watches and the hats. I've done so much of the tier 6. Wow, this is probably not enough for like every character I own. It's not like I'm gonna do it for every one of them. So having this for tier 6 doesn't really matter to me. Especially when I'm at the point where I'm starting to feel I would like to start upgrading, you know, a little bit. Because I feel like it's definitely that time. But I'm gonna wait till after the Fest post session, a little bit of the main story, because there's quite a little bit left of the Decagrammaton story. Obviously, after the bit that we have this patch, I don't know how much it covers though. People are saying we're only gonna have 7 days of nothing after this. Pretty sure after Chokma we have Yasad, a special story beat, which I can't wait to see, and then I'm pretty sure we fight Malkuth. That was like the only thing I remember seeing. But it's definitely not the only thing, because there's still part 3 and 4 to take into account of the actual Decagrammaton story. So we still got 2 more parts. I don't know how it's gonna actually be allocated. It makes me wonder. Okay, we're already defeating the prophets this fast. I just don't know how it's gonna go. I feel like getting more of this, but I don't feel like I need to do this. But that's the only thing I feel like farming. I could use more of those. Oh, I could definitely use more of those. Green, could use more of that. Okay. 42. Damn. Wow. 45 of this too. Holy. Very nice. Very nice. Still could use more of those though. I should get more of that because there's a lot of students that have the hairpin, which is annoying. 18 more. I mean, could definitely use more than that. That's decent. That's nice. That's, yeah, looking nicer. Yeah. I think there's a really excellent use of the resources for this. The cross. I forget how many students that really wants that. It's not like I don't need it. I need all of it. Who knows how often I'll find myself needing this in the future. It probably is better that I don't always get the lower tier resources when getting the highest tier. As we get higher and actually can farm consistent tier 7, tier 8. When that happens, I'll probably focus farming normal missions a bit more every single day, even without double drop for events and whatnot. Because I'm probably going to prioritize that even over certain events, depending. That'll depend though. Like maybe I spend a little bit in the week for a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then I focus this normal missions when I'm at like tier 7, tier 8. I'm pretty sure I'm starting to get there and obviously do some of that content, so. It's funny, I don't even really need this, but right now I don't need this. I need like the tier after this more. And getting the hairpin is great. Oh wow, I need more of that. Wow, I forgot about that. The pumps are that low? What? That's crazy. Ah, some tier 3 drops. I need more of those hairpins. So sometimes they do drop. Now let's just do it. Hairpin, great. Cool. Choker, okay. I mean, fine, I guess. The doll. Okay, let's put swimsuit Wakamo in the cafe. Because I completely forgot about that. I still feel kind of ashamed about that. Oops, sorry about that. I don't mind doing this every once in a while. I think I've only ever done it once, so buying with the extra ticket thing. I'd rather not wait till tomorrow to have her appear. Ooh, we got a decent amount of this. We're doing pretty good on that. Tomorrow we get credits to farm because commissions triple drop appears tomorrow. It's gonna be great. That's nice. Ah, yes, there's some right there. You know, it'd be nice if I could get more of the Blu-ray disc. I need that more than I need the tech notes. How much of those do I have? 6? I think there's like a total of 20 archive recruitments that I can get in here. I don't particularly care if I get that, but yeah. Okay, can do this. I can't wait to get this live 2D. I was spoiled on this when I first saw it. I was like, first, damn, she's hot. But second, I actually love like the atmosphere of the live 2D. I have no idea what that was too, just because I didn't bother to go that far. I try not to do too much spoiling of myself too much. But wow. Now I just have to get regular Wacamo one day. But for now, I have to be satisfied with swimsuits. Today's my first time doing this on stream, actually. Need to save those. She likes the comb. I have to do it, bro. I have to do it, bro. I don't even have to do it. I can do it here. Insta 8. All the hard eyes. Oh. It's worse than the red bouquet, but why is it all the way to the right? I guess they just prefer red, even though this looks more beautiful to me. That's kind of strange, isn't it? Why is it all the way to the right? That looks weird. Bring her to 10 if I find something else she likes. Oh, she doesn't like that? Okay. Oh yeah, she can use this. Well, you know what, just put it there. There we go, 10. Got an achievement for that. Very nice. Very nice. And now the one we'll talk is Z3. I wonder how big this is gonna get after Fest, because it's gonna be my first time pulling more than like 100. Then again, I don't think that's like the most pull. I think I've never actually hit pity on a banner yet in this game. The only time I was close to pity was probably the free pulls for Swimsuit Seiya and Swimsuit Asumi. I was planning to hit Spark on obviously Swimsuit Seiya, and I think my pity was 180. That was the highest I won. But I was obviously after the 100 free pulls. Which I realized when I did those pulls, I did not wait long enough. I saw that when I did the free pulls, it was, what was it? Was it actually 80? When I looked at the stream, it was actually 80. Like I had 80 out of 100 when I did those free pulls. This time, just waiting for that to reach 100. Come on, do it right this time. I sure hope I do get something from that if I don't get Himari Real. Some people have gotten lucky and gotten both of them. Yeah, free polls, which is insane. But that's just like JP server luck I've seen. Obviously, I haven't seen anything good so far from like people that have just quietly pulled and anxiously went out of their way to do what they did. But he could have just been patient instead of impatient. But, you know, it'd be like that. Call it your own discretion looking at. Now, to the Steel Continent. I'm not looking forward to this. I'm pretty sure I'm probably going to be stuck doing difficulty B for Chokma. But, first, let's go finish off Gabura. With it being like difficulty A for the story, it surely won't take that long, would it? I'm still appalled. This guy was really dead that quickly. I should have known, man. Did like no one go to sleep? Or is everyone just chunking his health? Because like I swear to you, when I got on earlier, when I made that post, I watched his health get chunked every time that the message came up. This like Sensei was like providing their efforts to the world rate HP. Every time that thing came up on the screen, like he always does here. Yeah, the boss HP decreased thanks to Sensei's efforts. Yeah, that. Every time I saw that come up, the health bar kept getting chunked. It was like 0.5% every chunk, almost. It was like 3-4%. It was like something like that, 0.34%. And it just kept getting chunked. I was like, what the hell is going on? Watch his health just drop. Now, we got this going on. He's already fucking almost 80. Broken. Yeah, everyone prepare to fight this guy one time and just wrap it up. They're gonna kill him overnight, bro. It is 5 o'clock. Yeah, 5:40 now. Yeah, bro, just wrap it up. It's up. I finally watched like a guide on Gabura earlier, and I saw that it is possible to one cycle him, but of course, that's if I have Hoshino in the team with the other ones that I need to borrow, which meant I would need 4 students, which is kind of funny. I am suffering. Oh, I'm about to suffer with you on Chokma. I'm fucked. It's gonna be a difficulty B. I just had that feeling, but I'll try C anyways. But I know I'm probably gonna suffer on that. Hey, but at least I got swimsuit walk mode today. The people are. I saw like one video of like them fighting Chokma, and they had swimsuit Hoshino. They had this person. That Sayori. Who else did they have though? One of them is a character I don't have, which I think was Guide Tsubaki. I saw. I don't know if she's Mystic. I don't know what she is. I never saw anyone use this one, which I thought someone would have probably did, but I guess not. But I don't know what I'm going to do. I know that they used oh, they don't show up in here, huh? I guess most people should have her. Because when I do Chokma, I at least can use her. I saw that the person that Chokma difficulty D used her. I forgot what else that person used though. It was like 5 different students I don't have. So I saw that they used Adomari as well, which I forget. The heck do you use the heal on that stage for? I forget. Final restriction for Chokma was not really a strong suit because I just never cared about Mystic or Final Restriction at the time. Still don't at the time. This time. I'm not looking forward to it, bro. I'm just gonna borrow so I can just wrap this guy up now. Some people just started putting like their really strong students in here, bro. I was so happy for this. But man, y'all were too late with these, bro. Last stream. But I did notice during my stream when I fought Gabura, and I did a mock battle earlier before starting the stream, right earlier, when his health was still alive, right? I saw that I could use Kether, of course, Kether's skill on the boss, but I was afraid to do it during the stream 'cause I didn't know if the cooldown would line up with when he puts the icicle on the ground, if I need Kether to destroy it. But if you do it like right after the the cooldown happens for Kether, you'll have just enough time to do it, but I don't think you could do it too often, because eventually it doesn't line up with when you put the icicle up, and then you're just screwed for a while. And I don't really like that. Gabora is just not really a fun boss to fight. Just not. I don't know if I need Traxxuga. I'm probably gonna kill it before the health bar depletes, but like, why did I do that? Oh yeah, I do. I do remember why I did that. I just want to grab her. Actually, you know what? No. I want, no. What, is she explosive? Forget. Yeah. I want all the idols. Yeah. I actually quite like her. I'm gonna have to build her for the next time Gabora freaking returns in total, so I'll definitely do that. But I still don't own a Satsuki, so I don't know when that's gonna happen. But I guess I'm more grateful toward this one. I knew she was a student I wanted, because, like, she's just actually kind of great. I was really surprised when I played her in the Saint Bing story. 2 calls for that much death reduction or death decrease is just too good to pass up on. But, yeah. Well, since it's difficulty A, I doubt he has like even a large form of HP. I swear if he has 100 health bars at difficulty A, that is just crazy. He has too much health for no reason. Why does he have so much HP? Can someone explain that to me? Like, out of all the bosses, like, I know that these bosses are harder than the actual torment like, the torment difficulty in the game is harder than the actual difficulty D in this, like, event. Especially with, like, the buffs from the bosses' cores and all that. I just can't help but be bothered by that. But whatever. Ruler of... Did I say ruler of darkness? Of the darkness? What? Of recklessness. Oh, okay. Okay, that's what it said. Okay. Also, Mario on the screen. Why are we back in the Glacial Sea? You're asking me this? It's just this section of the Steel Continent. It'll be okay, Himari. Did she have bad memories of this? Was she that? I don't think she was that close to Gabor, was she? It is not that I don't understand that. I just fail to understand why Gabora must insist on freezing temperatures no matter where they go. It's the same. It's the same with Chokma too. So maybe the prophets have preferred natural environments? You mean like... Well, Chokma's like on the opposite side of the Steel Continent in a freaking volcano. You know, watching these bosses die is like... You blink and it's gone. That's... Dude, I shit you not, it feels like that. It feels like a sneeze to the breeze, man. Understood. It's like Himari and Amy fighting over the AC. What? Oh, that is true, actually. At the risk of repeating myself for the 1000th time, Amy's cold tolerance is the outlier here. Moving on, it is somewhat nostalgic. After tracking Decagrammaton's signals to the Glacial Sea, it was Gabora we faced first. I do remember that in Chapter 2. Thinking about it, that was Toki's first mission. Yeah, now that I think about it, she wasn't here when we first started the whole Phenomenon Task Force. She did later on. I think she appeared later on, but like you gotta be sure you get some rewards. That kind of sucks. Yes, it was also my first mission with Sensei as a member of the Super Phenomenon Task Force. I would like everyone to know something, however. I was freezing at the time, but I observed Amy's behavior and endured it through sheer willpower. You endured it? Why would you do that? Am I not impressive, Sensei? This is an opportunity to compliment me and tell me how proud you are of me. Do you just want head pats that bad? Regardless, I'm always proud of you, Toki. Yeah, I'm always proud of Toki. She's like a team player. I appreciate the sentiment. However, such a statement is insufficient. I, Asuma Toki, will calmly ask again. Okay, calm down. Sensei, it's not good for her growth if you keep spoiling her like that. Himari said it. Affirmative. I will now keep a small distance from the rest of the group so I may properly sulk. But your expression's not going to do that. Are you still feeling cold? No, the suit was built with the conditions in mind. There is no need for worry. Thank you for worrying, Yuzu. Keep spoiling it. In hindsight, if this suit didn't have such advanced cold protection, I could have held on to Sensei for warmth and air on my part. Bruh. Now, Toki. Let's return to the matter at hand. We suspect that Gabura was an unmanned AI drone operating from a research center in the polar region before Decagrammaton hacked it. Or rather, to use Decagrammaton's words, inspired the AI to follow its teachings. But that's irrelevant for our current task. Much more importantly, I'm curious about what... what? I'm curious about the kind of engineering work that can turn an unmanned drone into... You probably shouldn't think about unmanned drone. Almost swallowed that belly. Hey! Speaking of the inspired unmanned drone... Then Sensei, ready your orders. I mean, how would this happen if we had to trial certain students for this? Gosh, that almost went down the wrong windpipe, totally. Oh yeah, did y'all see the shop? I'm gonna say it again. He already got thrown into the shop, the Grand Assault shop. I just saw it earlier. I was a bit surprised by that. If I saved all the medals, I probably could have gotten all 20 of her. Actually, yeah, I would have had enough for all 20 because it only takes, what, 1,000 of the tokens? I was gonna say maybe I'll get another chance, but I just remembered the patch when the Decagrammaton story finishes. It's gonna be a total assault with Bina, not a grand assault, so I'm gonna probably be waiting a while. Actually, it might be too late. That's what it is. 14 HP. I'll save you the trouble. I'd be surprised it doesn't kill him. Yeah. Freaking UE60 Satsuki, just get up out of here. Pack it up, bro. You're limping, it's done. Gotta end it with the idols. I have to build her now. After seeing how good she is for this particular boss, I have to. It's just... I think she's only 4-star. I never really farmed her from the event because I didn't even have that much time to really farm her, to be fair, but yeah. Hey, that is 31 pulls total now. Yeah, 31 pulls. I haven't used them yet. Oh, I need to do that. And then Profit Core, and then Technos, and 600 of those, because every boss gets a 600, which is a yes sir. Yeah, it's a yes sir. But yeah, Chuckle's HP is already on the low end. Well, not low end, but it's already 80% or close to. It's actually kind of concerning. People are just ripping into that boss now. But data retrieval team on site. The president grumbled about being picked for this mission and returned it to the transport ship first. Feeling cool now, Amy. Every time I see Amy on the screen, I'd be asking myself, am I gonna pull for her? And the answer is, it seems entirely possible, if I can save enough pulls for it. because I still want to put Yuzu, but I'm thinking about it. But since this thing, I don't know if I want to spend. It all depends. I just keep thinking about the fact that I kind of want this Amy too. Yes. A little. But not as much as I'd like. The real Glacial Sea was the best. The real one? What did this mean? I guess unnatural environments can't beat the real ones. What? So she's not cooled down enough? You're built different, man. You're the unnatural one, if anything. Damn. Yeah, Gabura came and gone. They said you are irrelevant, but bro made us suffer fighting that bad boss, man. I'm surprised people can't even like one cycle this boss. Oh wait, I just realized why people were able to one cycle the boss. Hoshino battle so good. Armed Hoshino is probably the most important member in the team if you want to actually one cycle fully with the team that I saw for Gabura. I played a silver team, but I couldn't add Hoshino Arm because I don't have her. Just dandy. Outfit preparations complete. They don't say anything different, but I always feel like clicking them. Oh. Oh. It's just a level 6 Bina core. I guess it does help. Increases crit rate. Stability, accuracy probably the most important part because of Chokma. I'm pretty sure accuracy is important. But I forget how much of Chokma this version of him is going to be. Because I know the actual fight for the final restriction, you really want to be wary of the debuff she gives you. But I can't remember everything. It's rough. I just know for a fact that there's a good chance today that this will be the first boss where I have to do difficulty B. Because I just don't have the students for it. Wait, Save Banner is close to Amy Battle. Oh yeah, that is a problem, isn't it? That was like my reason why I was iffy about whether or not I want to pull on them. It's like a part of me wouldn't mind pulling a little bit, but it's hard to say. It's way too close. And I don't want to skip Say at all. Wait, they're playing something. Oh, the twins are here. I didn't think I'd hear my voice say that. I'm just saving for narrow school after Annie. Narrow school? Is she gonna be in like the next fest coming up? For like JP? I haven't heard anything because I just haven't really keep an eye on it. I do want to save for narrow school though. I really want narrow school. Or we could, you know, see about a gamble for her, because there is a chance she drops during the fest banner pulls. You know, you never know, she can drop. There's a chance for dropping during fest, even though the chances are pretty low. I want to go to a kitchen for some reason. Who says that?
合理的じゃないけど効率的なことが世の中にはあるよね。元気を出すにはやっぱり何か食べたり飲んだりした方がいいですよね。どこも悪いところはありませんね。元気を出すにはやっぱり何か食べたり飲んだりした方がいいですよね。
I need her. I do really want near school, but I need her too. I feel like just a given how strong she is. So, what are they playing? This Tetris? It is Tetris. Or that is not Tetris. They're destroying the blocks that look like would be Tetris. Or they're actually a game that's based off of this, I don't know. So this, like, the same thing we'll end up seeing in the cafe since we have, like, the actual furnishing for this. That's cute. I like that. Oh. Oh! I like this. I didn't know you could do a close-up on this, but you never know until you interact with it. She also has, like, the pillow thing on her. Is she pouting? I love that. It's great. Her boobs are shaking astronomically. That's nice. So this expression didn't change much. Oh, so that looks like a phone in like a box or something. It fails. That's nice. I tried to click there and it didn't do anything. Okay. Now, just grab this.
こんにちは、先生。今日のやることをまとめました。そろそろ来る頃だと思っていました。なんでいきなり撫でるんですか？やめてとは言っていません。
Attach USB 4 times. Is this for like the second part of the event? I want to assume. I don't know how much is left for this patch specifically outside of the Assad battle here. But I'd assume since it's only showing these two, there's only 2 bosses left. Are they really saving it for part 3? I mean, I guess that's fine. But it's not, I'm no stranger to it because it got spammed on YouTube. It was hard for me to avoid it. We do eventually fight Malcolm. And for starters, there's not actual raid in the game, so it's going to be a unique one. Just like Kether's. But will Kether ever actually get an actual raid in the game? I don't know. That being said, JP's service has a completely new raid boss that has something going on over there, if that's something to talk about. Bro is already 79. And it's like 6 o'clock now. Oh my goodness. Okay. We're going to mock battle. See, but I might not actually ever try this. I might just this might be a blue, or this might be a B. It might be a B angle. But I'll give it a try. I give this boss 3 hours. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it'll last longer than 3 hours. I just don't think it's gonna last longer than 8 hours. So this boss is Field. He's Mystic and deals Mystic damage to you. So I know which ones I'll just use for the sake of it that I've used in the raid. And I know I used those 3. I don't use Artis, I use Chise though. And I remember using her. Despite all that, we're gonna have assistance, so I'm going to probably change which ones I actually use. See, probably would be better, but I should probably use my own, shouldn't I? Wait, what am I doing? Striker. You are probably the most important person for this, but they also showed this one. I don't think I have a problem with using her, so I might actually borrow her as well and use her. Should I use her over I think I'll use her over Chise, even though I really like using Chise against this boss, but she's not as well built as the other 2. I can check first. I want to check it on this screen. This is DPS form, isn't it? No, that was shield form. That's DPS now. One of my favorite uhes from that was just on. Okay. That is the cover one. That's the most important one. I know that despite the other two I have, I'm going to use her. I know that for a fact. I don't know what my fourth is going to be though. Before I do anything else though, I need to figure out which ones I'm going to borrow. Probably going to replace her though. I think I'm going to use her. I saw people use Automari against this boss though. Which is interesting. I remember seeing what Sairi does, and I was like, damn, she'd have been so good for missions. It was kind of frustrating I had to skip her. But I think she's a standard unit, so there's always a chance I can get her in the future or something. Ah, there's only one more slot. Should I grab Aomori? I probably should, just in case. You know, I remember saying it a stream that I don't have like the greatest roster of like explosive students. A lot of them are just not well built, or some of them that are strong is like nothing crazy, or don't have a great chance of being used like this one. This one's fine if I raise her more. This one's fine if I raise her more. She's actually great. I kept forgetting that Aomori is explosive, even though I know she's explosive, but I don't know, I don't like making her explosive for some reason. But I didn't realize how good this one was. Everyone kept saying this one's good. And then there is, where are you at? They say this one's good. This one is fine for content. Obviously, this one is fine. This one is great. This one, I love this one. I love this tank. Now that I know how good she is, I'll definitely invest into her more, but she's not well built. Where's the other one? I've heard she's okay. I feel like it's hard to really effectively use her. They use her for like free or set explosive or something like that. So it's like a use case, I guess, at that point. I have the feeling I'm gonna need to replace her, aren't I? I feel like I do need to use Aomori somewhere. I really like using Amika against this boss because she does more than my Sakurako does. So I'll just do that. Do this. Sure hope there's a good enough position. If I were to grab anyone else, would it be from the special slot? I know she can also put down a barrier. And gives attack. I know about this one. I just never built her. Because I don't have that much of a use case for cover. But this is like the boss that really encourages students to do cover. I don't mind doing it. The problem is I'm pretty sure Hosho also counts as cover because she has the barrier that she does. It would be nice to use Rio in this fight though. I don't know how much a difference Rio would make. I feel like Rio wouldn't make that much of a difference actually. Because over time you end up expanding. Is that a level 20 Kisaki? I just don't feel like raising more students over time. I was trying to save resources. Yes, it's a level 20 Kisaki. Found myself raising more students for this event than I ever thought I would. She is level 20, but she has the more important maxed out skills. I maxed out this, I think, in last stream, and then this has been maxed out for a while. That's all I need her for. If I level her up, she would just make her barrier more effective. That's about it. Everything else is more important. Will I level her at some point? Probably. I just don't know if I want to do that. I have the feeling I should do a striker slot, shouldn't I? Well, what is important for the striker slots? I could do that really strong Shiroko Terror. I don't know if she's gonna help much. I mean, she has 2 costs, but I don't think 2 costs matters for this. Maybe the defense piercing matters in this fight. Maybe. I could try it. I kind of want to see her ES go. She would probably be good against Chokma though. Probably not that great, but yeah. She's hard to use, so I don't exactly understand Wakwa when I heard people explain her. She's very unique. I don't even know if this one is that great, but I'd want to see if this probably is enough to brute force. Probably would be if I focus all my damage into her and her, maybe. So if I were to with her, use her, and I use my own special student. Do I use another one barrier? I feel like that's egregious. I remember using her for the chocolate fight, but I didn't like using her. It's not like it's because she doesn't heal that much. And it's not her fault. I just don't have her build. TS vehicle. Oh, she does increase attack of an ally at the highest attack. Huh. The problem with this is that it might be better to grab a suit that does this. I did see that this is pretty important. I remember using Shamiko for the fight though, but Shamiko even, what did she do? Was she supposed to replace? I forgot. Explosive. Oh yeah, it was just defense. Okay, that doesn't really help us. I could use her for the sake of it. The barrier helps, but you know, that's about it. Damn, she actually looks pretty good for this. If I don't have any Valkyrie resources, I threw all I could at Kana. She was a student I intended to raise, so it didn't matter. But now I know there's another student I gotta raise. Oh boy. So this is probably what I'd run. Will it be good for difficulty 3? With 2 really strong students, I want to assume it might be. The thing I'm on the fence about is like, what the heck do my rotations look like? Gosh. Probably gonna focus all my power into Shoko Terror, but her ES skill does not matter that much. I feel like it's worth doing though a little bit, right? One day when I get K, that's gonna be fun though. The amount of like stuff we'll be able to accomplish with that. Barriers don't matter that much in the beginning. I don't know what else I would really use. I hope she's in the right position, because like I need her to be able to get everyone their healing. But sometimes they can be out of her range. Maybe I'll do this in the beginning. Something like this. Okay, I don't need to use this right now. I don't need to use that right away. I can use that in rotation. And then, of course, barrier 1 and 2 with barrier 3 is kind of, I don't know. I have a decently built Kyoko, but she could be better. She could indeed be better. So I should probably take a screenshot of this as well. I'm probably gonna come back here since this is mock battle. Let's do it. See what difficulty C is looking like. Thought about doing one run of B first if originally my tickets were maxed out. The usual jumping out of the transport ship. 335? I'm screwed, brother. I love how awesome it just instantly died, by the way. I'm just gonna play. What is the damage looking like, though? Can I at least see that? She used her own cost and said, yeah, it's my turn. What happens if I do this? She is so fucking cool, bro. I love that. But everyone else is still here. But, will this do anything? I'm just gonna do this to see how much damage she does. 300 each feels a lot, though. Uh-oh, I forget he just freelances, doesn't he? Damn, yeah, we're screwed. I remember taking a screenshot of this before. She's already dead? Oh my god. Everyone's just dead. Oh right, barrier. And she died. How much history did the boss have for his line? Oh yeah, this is a wrap. I'm not even gonna attempt this. Instantly die before my cost can regen. So I would need like a lot of like resources put into her. But then again, this is my Mystic team. My Mystic team is not well built, so it's not even a surprise. I forgot. Have I ever seen animation before? Guess not. Kind of like pull the full move. She gets another animation. Interesting. It instantly died, didn't it? She's still. Oh, did I not heal? I don't fucking understand her mechanic. Okay, well. It is rough. Still don't really understand the boss, but maybe I should have been using this stuff, shouldn't I have? Oh, was I supposed to heal this? No. I don't know what that result says. I'm gonna be honest. But they're already doing this stuff. Which usually you can do a lot of damage during this portion. I don't know, give it to her. She died. That's rough. I just don't understand how it works. I do notice I need to spam this more, but like... Now that thing's opening up and then it's... Oh, I'm so confused by that, dog. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see that. I've been trying to understand that for a while. That mechanic. Because when I did that during the streams where I actually did the fun restriction, I was like, what the heck is that? Mess with this thing and then... Okay, thank you for instantly killing me then. It's like the ultimate free lick. It's crazy. I don't even get to do anything. She just dies. I don't know why I'm doing this. I probably shouldn't do that though. Why does it feel like she does more damage than Shuckle Terror does? And then, yeah. Husho is all I need for blocking that. But then you put this down. It just heals up over time though, I don't understand. Weird. I just thought you had to do enough damage. Yeah, and then it just does its thing. Okay. I still don't quite understand it, but like, I can do that just because. I don't think that matters. Doing her ability does not matter. Doing her ability does not matter. I could do this, I guess. Ah, I'm gonna hit them. Oh, it hit the... Oh, that is a problem. That is indeed a problem. That is indeed a problem. I mean, that means we won't be able to, like, knock him anymore. Actually, don't do that. Do this, though. Don't do that. Do this, I guess. Do this. Do this. Ow. Damn it, I couldn't rope out fast enough. Okay, she's done. Well, at least I'm surviving to the end now. Well, kind of. Kind of. I don't know, do that. Actually, why did I do that? Why did I keep talking on this one? It doesn't matter. It actually like focuses Hosha the entire time, which is crazy. No you don't, bitch. I'll just do this too. Second line of defense. I should just straight up blocks the whole thing though. She's definitely the best for doing that. But like this is still not ideal. Like having them all die like this kinda sucks. I'm gonna be honest. This is looking like a difficulty B clear for me. My Mystic is just not well built. I wonder what else I could borrow, but like all the other ones I saw in the video that I could borrow, I don't see that I can borrow, as far as I know. There's a child B. Power 6 is a very niche content I just don't interact with enough because I know I'm not ready for it. It's like trying to tackle Magic in Theater and get an impact before you have enough characters to actually play it. But in this case, good enough characters to play it. This is where I'm probably gonna end up wasting a lot of resources just to do this one.
Nani? Nani?
Yeah, gears on the lower end. I wouldn't mind raising it a bit though, because I'm sure I'm probably gonna use her a lot in the future still, despite me getting K. But they can like buff each other apparently, from what I've been told. I have to think about that one for a second. I don't mind doing that. It just sucks that I wish I could do that, but I gotta be very careful about how I allocate those resources for those tiers before I just do it. I'm trying to save it for fast. It sucks. I want a tier 9 2 slots for 1 or 2 of the first one's K and Addis. It might end up being Addis. I just give it to just so I can make her strong, but like maybe I shouldn't do that because who knows? I'm probably not gonna be able to get a 5-star version of her unless I get like really lucky on the polls or something. I gotta be careful of the hairpin right now. I would do the hairpin tier 6, but I'm just gonna do this for now. God, I feel like I'm gonna need that for someone else. You ever been so lost at what to do that you just click K? I mean, I've never really felt like that. I've never really given it that much thought. It's not that I want to do this, but I don't want to waste the resource to do that. Every Millennium student is not worth building until after Fest, because Fest comes first. So I can't waste any of them, especially these. Otherwise I would do it, but I need that for somebody else as well. Maybe I could raise her gear though. Maybe I should do that. Honestly, that wouldn't hurt to do that. Also, that I get too many of the gloves, to be honest. I'll just do that. This spot, this spot, this spot. Funny part is, I'm trying to use her while I have Kisaki that already gives this, so probably don't even need Shoko Swimsuit. I just like using her. Or, in other words, I don't know who else to really use. I do have options, not great options though. Like I could put another healer in here or something. Put someone with a barrier maybe. Use her to move students and give a barrier. I mean, I could do that too maybe. Actually, that doesn't even sound that bad actually. You know what, yeah, I'm sure. This Shizuko is cute. Shizuko is also cute, but, you know. It is what it is. Formation! You are a must. And I do feel like this Sayori does a lot. Shokotera feels like she doesn't do that much, which is funny, to actually say the least. I haven't really seen anyone use her in there. I'm scared to even try to use her. Especially when her terrain is like at such a disadvantage. That's the reason why I use Shokotera. But I don't know how to use her. Making that gear. Sure that gear good enough. That's the right one. Definitely this one. Because she literally pulls out the shield, which is cool. I wonder if they'll make another first student like her. I could do that for the sake of it. Using it feels like using her, but I don't think that matters. But freaking cost being 7 kind of sucks. Using Sirocco in here was pretty good though, because it lowered the cost, but cost recovery might be better over time. I don't know. So I'll probably try this. See how this goes. Sure, B difficulty still has a mess ton of HP. I still have this feeling that B is going to be the only thing I can really clear, because I don't think I can do C. My Mystic roster needs this fest to be good. Shokotera is better against Furious Set than I know this boss, but I was hoping that Yui's safety would be good against this, at least to some extent. This feels doable. Yeah, he always hits this person. And then it always goes straight for Hoshino. Do this. Uh-oh. That didn't help much. With 100 HP, I probably could make this work. Oh, someone just died, bro. She didn't move, what? Okay, I don't understand it. Where's she at? You know, moments like these is what I don't like about Final Fantasy. I think it's this one. No one's actually on this side, but the problem is he's gonna probably destroy this. Okay, that was definitely good enough. Bears are good enough for this. Is kind of funny. Do this. Wow. It's definitely doable. You know, I have to wait that out because for some reason it takes a while. Ah, and he's doing second phase now. Oh boy. Okay, I do remember this. Oh, he just dies. I forgot. He didn't have that much HP. Wait, Shoko just like shredded him at the end. This was my battle. So it's definitely easy enough to do this one. I still wonder if it's possible for me to do C though. I can't help but be bothered by that. Man. During the rotation I did, it seemed fine, but I guess position of which the students are at, maybe I can get Asuna to survive. No, I gotta try it again. I gotta try C again. But the damage difference is like much larger. Could have made a nice pet. Bro's already 75%. It didn't bite. It don't bite, nah. That's crazy. I wonder if I should use her. Maybe it should be better than Shoko Terror if I use her. Maybe I'll use her. Yeah, I want this Mitsuki too. She's on the Encore banner, which is like right after Fest. I think it's the banner, not the direct banner after Fest that they show in the, It's the same patch that Yuzu Armed appears in. Yuzu Armed and Armed Amy. I'm pretty sure that patch is when the Encore recruitment appears and you can get her out of there. Decrease the attack on the boss would be important if I use this one. I thought about using her, but I don't know. I don't know what's most important. I feel like buffing the students that can do damage is better for me, personally. This one is DPS. Calm down on that. Right. She's fine, but I don't need to use her. Mari is fine. This one, this one. Let's try this one. Taking a screenshot of each one so I can like see this for reference depending on how successful it ends up being. But the amount of HP this guy gets goes from like, what was it, 117, 118 health bars to like 300 something. I guess downing more than once is a big deal though. If you can block the thing, he went straight for Mutsuki. Okay. Look at that big AoE. That is crazy. She died? I fucked up. They both died. Wow. Fuck me, man. Fuck. I gotta be faster than that, and not I'm already dead. Okay, hold up. I don't think this is possible though. But if I was able to get everyone to survive, I think I could do it. But to be fair, I never went like pretty sure difficulty C is equivalent to what they said was like stage 75 of final restriction. I never went past 40 final restriction, like across every single one that I've done. There's just no way to deal with it. I don't know. If there were more built, then maybe it'd be possible. I pressed the button. It's almost like it's stuck or something. I don't know which one this is. No, she died! Oh my god. Just for like 2 minutes or two. I feel like it's probably possible, but like, oh that, oh it's blocking both of them. Wow, it's not blocking both of them. Never mind. We're fucked. Not that we're not on refresh. This is just not possible. I want to know when his next phase starts though. Dead. Yep, dead. Oh, I didn't realize how much Kethra actually does to the boss. I feel like Kethra does more damage to the boss than a UE60 fucking Shoko Terror, which is funny. Every time I come back to the screen, his health gets ever so slightly inched. Well, I'm just gonna do B and just get over with it, alright? If you don't mind. This was the one I was most worried about. I was able to do difficulty C for every boss so far, except for this one. I knew that this was the one I was going to struggle with. Don't really have options. I don't have like any of the options that I saw in the videos I saw. They're all students I don't have. So, while I could have gotten her in the future, which would have changed my field of view, first I had to see if I get her. When I do the poll session, I'm probably going to go with the notion I'm probably going to spark twice. And I'm probably going to pull on her banner first. That's probably what's going to happen. Could lower the boss's damage though. But mine's is decently upgraded, but it doesn't help much. Wondering if increasing this to effectiveness is like even worth it. I don't know. I feel like she would be good in this boss fight, just lowering the damage of the boss though. You know what? I want to try it one more time. One more time. And we'll switch out Asuna for my cycling Shiroko. Problem with cycling Shiroko though. I have been holding back using Abado's resources because if I get Shokotera during the whole session, I kind of don't want to do that. Yo, what's good? I want to not do that if possible. I wish I could do this, but I need this. And I desperately need this, so I can't use it. How's everything going, homie? I feel like I should be okay, but you know, this boss, I don't like this boss. Despite Tefrith having that cheese mechanic, so I could just not have to deal with it. This one is probably much more of a drag than Gabora was yesterday. Okay. I would use her just for the sake of it. Maybe I'll do that for a separate run. Just using the character to see the EX go. Might do that. What was the last one I wanted to use? I think it was her. Yeah, let's try that. Let's put her in this slot since it went straight from Mutsuki for some reason. I need to be like quick with Hoshino though. It's like kind of a pain in the final restriction format. It's not something I'm used to. The barrier does not matter. If I don't level her, the healing bonus barrier to barrier conversion thing just doesn't help. I'll do this though. Yeah, I think that's fine. I forced as they're doing the barrier though, which is crazy, but I need these borrow suitors to just take the first few hits from the boss, then I'll lower its attack. Then maybe it'll be less of an issue later on. He's doing too much damage, brother. How are you hitting my auto monitor, bro? She died from that? Oh my god, you know what, whatever. She is fucking dead, bro. Is that the wrong one? It's such a cool fucking ability though. But that's the wrong Hoshino. Oh, that was... Why does she have such a cool ESCO, man? She had probably my favorite ESCO animation in the game right now. Both of hers. Of course, it was the wrong one. Of course I did. But, like... I love that goes under my neck. I don't know how to fix that. Well, I have an idea. It's just reshaping it, but... I don't want to do that right now. Usually I have this positioned well enough that it's not in a bad spot. My voice carries decently well, but sometimes I'm still too low, because I guess it's just how my voice ends up being towards the end of the day. I need you to put the shield out. That was funny. If I had a tracksuit Yuka, I would use her against Chokma, but Chokma would probably melt her really fast, even at tier 10 investment. Tier 10 equipment. Thank God today is not like being. Usually I'd be sweating a lot during these streams. And she's hitting Mutsuki. Alright, hitting Mutsuki again. There we go, hit Hoshino. That's who you should be hitting anyways. This. Fuck. Oh, I need to be faster, man. It's such a pain in the ass. Okay. It is a pain in the ass to follow like the final restriction from like I have all these students I have to look at. Probably would have been better to just block. Did she fucking die from that? I don't understand, dog. I don't understand. I was saying do more damage than when I was doing the Asuna run. I don't get it. It's up, bro. I'm done. I'm done trying. I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like dealing with it. Power restriction has different scaling, and again, I just don't have a good Mystic roster. Obviously, if they're more invested, I probably would have posed a better chance. Maybe that C and D definitely requires like tier 8 at the minimum. I feel like for like the equipment, because like it goes way too high. So we're just gonna do what we can do. Alright. I'll just do what I can. It is what it is. I'm not bothered by the fact that I have to do difficulty B. I'm actually probably more proud of the fact that I managed to get this far without having to do B for most of the bosses so far. I want to say, except the next one, there is still one more. I don't know if that's the last one for the patch though. That's what I'm trying to figure out, because like some people are saying we're gonna end up having like 7 days of nothing, which if that's true, that's just hilarious. I'm like, damn, is that about to happen? We're that screwed? That'd be hilarious if that is the case. Doesn't matter which one we use. I think they're all strong enough, honestly. I'd even go as far to say that she's probably strong enough to clear it. The best, you could have at least raised the watch, man. What the fuck? She might end up just dying. She might. I might not risk that. That's the shield one, right? Number 2 is DPS, and 1 is shield. Boss didn't do nearly as much damage to us compared to CMD. So we're just gonna do it. I'm fine with this. It does upset me, however, that I have to do this, but at the same time, like, not that upset. Like, I knew this boss was gonna be a drag for me. Gabora felt insufferable just because of how big his health bar was, despite being able to do difficulty C. I did try a good try where I was using Keth's ability against him. I think I talked about that in the beginning of the stream. Because it was pretty important to do. Just to deal with the mechanic. Or just to deal with that boss to see if I could one cycle. Because people are able to one cycle C, but I realized it probably requires like having really good investment in certain students, so that's not fun. Do this. I'm gonna start being a lot quicker against that. Did I do that right? I forgot to put Hosho in the... I think if I put her in the middle, she should have been able to block it. But whatever. I don't know if I get that screenshot, but maybe. Alright, rev up. I'm looking at. I get over here, Bullet. Oh, here he died. It, bro, when bro just goes out like that, it sounds like equivalent of like him, like someone doing like that fire trick where they put like some flaming, what was it? They put like a cigarette in their mouth or something down their throat. I've seen like a magic trick like that. It's like someone put a cigarette down their throat, and bro forgot how to do the trick and actually swallowed the cigarette and just like suffered. Like that's what it looks like when he does that. He just falls over like that. Ooh, tier 9. Yeah, I'm okay with this. Doing this every time. All I'm missing is like what? 120? Something like that. I'll check again. It's like the most that I can do though. Every time I see it, every time I come back to the screen, he loses a little bit of HP every time. It's very interesting. Yeah, so how much was it? Like, okay, it was 25. It was just like 25. It's like not even a big amount, but I mean, this is a big amount, but like it takes 20 tickets, so it kind of evens out, doesn't it? Because like you end up with like 250 if you do this twice compared to doing that with just one run of 20. That's the thing that's funny about that. It's like not even that big of a difference. The rewards are probably not as that different, but like it doesn't feel like it's that big of a difference. So with 2 runs of this, it'll be like 200 instead of, I guess, 280, which is a bigger discrepancy, but I don't give a damn. We're all good. We're all good here. I think I've gotten most of what I want out of the shop anyway, so I'm fine with this. I sure hope, actually no, if I get any tickets, I might use some of it, but that might be risky, because like, I swear, if Chocolate dies, like, before next reset, that means we'll be already fighting Assad. Which I'm pretty sure at this rate we're going to fight Assad before I even do the free poll stream. But I will say here, when we do the free poll stream, we are going to guarantee doing the scheduling for the free poll stream, so you'll get to see the thumbnail on the channel, which will be nice. We're gonna use you. It's time for you. Izuna, let's go. Gosh, I want that Izuna so bad. I do like her life to do a lot, actually, but maybe that's me being a little biased. I do like Izuna. It's so cute, you know? That's all there is to it. I think that is good enough, yes. I do vaguely remember what her ES skill is due to the event story. It was during the, I guess you could call it the sequel of the Avados Foreclosure Task Force, like summer event one. That was just Hyakyako coded, but the Avados students were still there. We were just more focused on the Hyakyako students, helping them on the pursuit of the same island that we were on. But yeah, I really do like those two events. I wish I could have experienced it in real time though. Could definitely, there's mini game stuff that we missed that are parts of that event. Make sure she does the bubble and do that. Oh, it's such a nice idea still. How much damage will that actually do though? That is the question. Probably not that much. But I'm gonna try to use it anyways. Not this time. I remember it this time. That... Was that herself? It probably was. It doesn't matter. Should I bother doing that? I'll do that. Do this. I'm not even looking at his health bar. I'm just like spamming the skill to know which ones to use. This one. This one. This one. This one. That's the one thing I find actually kind of fun. Is where I just start spamming and spamming and spamming. I was about to die, by the way. Does this count as like a barrier? That'd be funny if it does. But yeah, he didn't even get the huff and puff and blow the house down, bro. That's all good. Fold it faster that time. Izuna did her best. She tried her best. In the end, she did more damage. Okay, calm down. Hygiene. Valkyrie, sure. Do appreciate Millennium. Getting more of those, Gehenna. I still might. I've been thinking I might skip Fuka if I get Yuzu armed. Might just be better for me. Because I don't know if I want to use the special slot for her, but the problem is, I still feel like, since my account's so early, still despite playing this game for like 7 months or so, I'm sure when I can do my first insane difficulty clear, it will probably require more than one team. So, let's make me think about that more. Okay, this health didn't inch that much this time, huh? Maybe it's because we did the fight decently fast. I don't mind doing that. Just to do one more run. I might do that actually. I'll do 3 and let the other one build up. Next 10 minutes. Because it's something I can go look at. After this, I need to look at my elastic damage check because Assad's coming up. But I have characters for that one, so the Assad raid is probably going to be one of my better ones I'm going to do. And I just have this feeling I'm probably going to need to invest further into my my Amika. think we're going to use her this time. I want to see what she does. I want to know what she can do. Am I doing the 3-star one? I mean, sure. She's good against this boss as far as I can tell, because every other person uses her when I see videos about this raid. As for you, I just want to use you, just to use a slot. And you're probably going to do more damage than any of my students despite the difference in terrain. Which is sad, but you know. I can't wait for the triple drop commissions tomorrow. I'm going to focus hard into the credits. Because I need a lot of credits. I need way more than I currently have. If I didn't use any credits throughout this event, I probably would have had a decent amount right now. But still would have still needed more, to be fair. It's a really fast skill animation. But she is the first fast student in the game, so wait, she was fine. It's gonna hit the thing if I let that hit. And I cannot wait to get hosted in battle, but the question is, will I get lucky to get it? I kinda hope so, man. Oh shit. He's already doing that? Why'd I do that? I didn't need to do that. Oh, her show was still, she still had her shit up. Let's get it. Try to do this again, why not? Use it! Down. Oh, he fucking died. I'm like, oh, his health is gone. Every time, I'm not even looking at his health. I just see him fold. Oh, I forgot she even has a knife. She looks like she would have tucked the wield a katana though, but... Oh. Oh shit, I didn't know you were like that, Wakamo. I'll remember that. Damn. This was a 3-star Sayori though. I don't know if UE 40 would have done more damage than the Wakamo, but the Wakamo did not so bad. It was still a little bit less than Sayori swimsuit, but no, it's actually a little bit more. Tripping. It's a little bit more. Wakamo doing a little bit more. Never mind. She's her for real. Even though she had terrain disadvantage, and Sayori has S rank advantage in the terrain. It's something to say about that. It's probably because of the way she does her damage. I still don't understand it, but because from the way I read it, she does a lot of damage in one instance and just kind of like blast through the boss's defenses. I don't quite understand it though, because the way it's explained, it doesn't make sense to me when other people try to explain it. But I could still read it again. She is like trickier to use, but she was the DPS to use before Iris comes out for Mystic single target damage. I still want Wakamo though, but I guess that's gonna be a while. That being said, this boss's health bar went down to 72. We got 3 minutes left, and then we can do another run. I think I'll contribute to that. It's not going to be the last time I get to use the medals for the shop unless phase 2 actually starts with Yasad. If it doesn't, I still intend to, which I already did, make the thumbnail. I already changed, I wouldn't say the thumbnail style, it's still the same. It was a thumbnail actually I was going to use for the next time the Yasad raid comes back, but I decided to run a specific thumbnail, so it's a little different. I keep forgetting I haven't used this yet. I should probably do that. I feel like there is someone who wants this. Whereas this, I can't think of many that use this other than the fact that a certain manner with these characters are actually going to need these resources, which is the funny part. Let's see. Only 30? That's like easy. I mean, I could get 20 of these. Very tempting, actually. It's just free resources. I've got to get another 100. I know someone who needs it, but it's just like, I don't know anyone who needs this right now, but sure there is someone who needs it. I do know my magical girl Raisa could use this, but I know I'm gonna need that for somebody else. I could buy that, but that feels so useless to do that. It feels so pointless to do that. Assuming Himari and Rio take this like particular gift. Like Himari probably wants that and Rio wants that maybe. I don't know. It's tempting to take that, to be honest. I know I do need this right now. I can get this out of the joint Farinjo, which is the reason why I'm like iffy about like grabbing these guys. I don't remember if I can get this one at the joint Farinjo shop. I think so. I'm gonna do this. I would grab that, but I'm probably not going to do that. Oh, there was another one. That's fine. When I get the 100 again, I'll just grab that, and then I guess that. Whatever's left, I'll grab this. I would grab this, but I'm not in a rush to even get these. I can get these out of the joint Farinjo shop. I just don't remember the disco item does. I should check that. Right, shop. Alright, this reset, I can buy stuff out of here now. Right. Oh yeah, this is in here too. Okay. $240. Joint Francho's coming up though. It's not the end of the world. Keystone. Keystone. I want this. I want this, but not that badly. I do want this more. I'm kind of torn. I can simply wait to do this. I don't need to do this right now. I don't have to. However, I will buy this out of here during the joint firing drill. Pretty sure joint firing drill is next week. On the does it start immediately next week? I forget. Or is it actually on the 8th? I think it's on the 8th though. So we have to wait like 2 more weeks, don't we? I think it's on the 8th. I think it starts around the time of Fest. Yeah, that's why I don't know if I want to buy that. I guess I could wait. Okay, it's just gonna keep loading. Okay. I have to also check what that going on in cafe.
Ah, すみません。私なんかがこんな綺麗な服を着るなんて。
Interesting. I was wondering what that was. Anyways, okay, let's finish this up. Do one more chocolate battle, and then I guess I'm off to watch this boss slowly get depleted. It feels like Gabora really lived a short shelf life, though. It feels kind of ridiculous. Okay, there's no one over here that's new. Unfortunate. There you are. Looking at. Alright. I'm curious about something. No. Denied. Denied. Okay. Denied. Alright. Understandable. I don't know what I understood, but I understand. Okay. It's crazy to look at this map. I said in the community post I did earlier today, I never thought we would finish all the bosses or be on the last boss on Sunday. I thought we'd be on this last one here on the map on Tuesday, honestly speaking. But it's already 71 HP. Gosh, at this rate, bro's gonna be packed up by tomorrow. It just looks like it, man. I will probably make an update about this bro's HP later tonight. It'll probably be at a random time at the night though, because I do get back on Blue Archive just to grab the rewards from Tactical Challenge, but it's usually around 1 to 2 a.m. Maybe I'll make a post about it later at that time. Probably. The Wild Rachel here. I don't get it, but the Wild Rachel here. There's so many Hoshino battles to still grab in here, which is crazy. Grab her, honestly, because she actually did more damage than I thought. So she'll probably be great again. If only this Atlas was stronger, I'd use her. Who knows, during the free pulls I'll probably end up getting one that looks like her. How much damage would she do if I used her though? I mean, you can get her. Yeah, you can get her automatically like UE50 from the event. They just give out all her L's for some reason. You know, I kind of want all the event Rico stores that give a student just give a UE40 for free for those students, because like why not? But maybe that's asking for a lot. A game that's already pretty generous for the most part on a lot of things that they give out. But obviously there's a lot to say about that, because like yeah, they can be very generous, but a lot of people like to talk crap about the gacha rates, and I can't really blame them, to be honest, knowing how bad it can actually be for people. And everyone has to experience it, or everyone will experience it at some point, which is something I'm worried about. I guess this is the team I'm gonna run. Not DPS though. Stop that. I want to put her DPS form out. I like that I could freely switch to the number 1 though. I'd be cooked if I couldn't. I'd be like, bro, can you just like re-assistant your Hoshino so it's like on her defense state, please? Gosh. Yeah. Oh my god. I can't wait to get this student. But I want both of them. I want both of them. I want all of the Mystic Fest students. But if I can only get 3 out of the 4, I would have to forego Shokoter. Because the only reason why I want Shokoter is, oh, you could say it's for fear of set Mystic type, but I genuinely want Shokoter just because she would make going through PvP better, so I can just take out my swimsuit Mika that's in there. Things will likely change if I ever get shunned during the poll session. I don't know. It's like this is gonna be the first like fest where I actually poll a lot. Still feels surreal to say that, given how long I've played the game for so far. It doesn't give the same feeling as like Genshin Impact. If I played this amount of months, I would feel like I'm somewhere in the veteran player stage. But like I feel like my journey is just beginning, even at this level. Which is definitely a unique feeling to Blue Archive to me. Even more than like when I played Bleach Brave Souls, but that one was a bit weird to say the least. Who is that? Oh, that's Shokotero. They're not playing me spamming this. Because all her damage is on her skill, not really her EF skill, but like her basic skills. Wakuma does so much damage to the boss, so like I can see it. Yeah. I knew I'd do that eventually. Let's pack this up, bro. Let's pack bro up. You know what I'm saying? Let's pack bro up, bro. I don't even know what did that with damage. I don't even know what I did. I just started clicking a lot of skills. I think that was oh, that was Shokotero. And a little bit of Wakamo. Yeah, definitely Shokotero. Looking back at that. Ah. So she is fighting here, but she did not feel that great in the yeah, she didn't feel that great in difficulty C to me though. Strange. Ah, who cares? I almost clicked for now to upset me. Be like, let me look at everything. It's already bad enough I didn't get to see the wonderfully declare rewards. Trading. Going on. Okay, cool. Give me this. Yep. That's nice. If I ever get like 10, I might use it on the Chokma fight again though, just to see what else I can get out of the shop. Because I have this feeling then when Chokma's done and we fight Yasad next, I'm pretty sure everything's going to change and we'll probably end up being in the next phase because there's 3 different phases of the Steel Continent event. I said this before. How great he's 70% now. He just keeps getting inched ever so slightly. I'm pretty sure we're going to end up with the next new currency we have to farm because there's like 3 different currencies we have to get from here. I have no idea how that's going to work though, but might as well grab this, just easy. Please come see me again.
はい先生私はここです逃げも隠れもしませんいえ姿を消したら先生は血眼になって探してくれますか
Nah. Well, I'm gonna say not to that, but you know. You've already heard her say that before. It's a little cute to see that. Speaking of Toki though, I keep forgetting. I should probably apply her elves, shouldn't I? Next time Wakamote comes around, I might actually raise the other Wakamote just so I can make her face off against herself. Because she looks like she'd be really good in the first phase of her. Should be nice. Huh. $124. Man. I don't know if I'll ever raise her, but I honestly don't see much use for her yet. But I did see a video that makes me think I should be wary of that. So maybe one day there's a chance I may raise her. Kind of like how there's a chance I'm probably going to actually build this user in the future. And that's Amy. Not gonna lie, I kind of regret bringing this to tier 7 for her. I could have saved that for another character. I could have actually really used it. But since I know I'll still use her, it's not that big of a deal yet. I see. Yeah, I see. Okay, I was wondering because I clicked off. Oh, tier 6, that's what this is. Do I want to do that? Not yet. Not yet. If I had a lot of blues, I would do this. Bring her to 90. I have this feeling I'm probably going to use her a lot. I always wanted her ever since I got this student. Or, yeah, I always wanted her because I already have her. Yeah, that makes sense. I always wanted her ever since I experienced it from the same event. I'm sure I already said that before. But, yeah. 49,000. Choco's gonna end up giving us another 600, which means I'm gonna actually hit 50,000 power exceeds. We have, if you've been logging in every day since the free polls and the attendance record for this event here, and doing all the event stuff, probably have a decent amount of polls, but this is just archive recruitment. But we're getting close to this. Right now, I know I have 31 polls in tickets for limited polls. I have to check the archive tickets too. I might check that right now actually. But 3 more days, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll end up getting another temple. Pretty sure something else is coming up too, because there's probably some other potential reward that I never really looked into. I think it was an event, like a personal event. I'm sure they'll end up talking about it on the Twitter at some point. Maybe I'll make a post about it if I find out about it, unless they just like make a reminder in-game when you log into the game, because they do that a lot too. Yeah, they do that a lot. This is also the last time I probably have a talk here for a while. Wonder which one I'll use next. I already have one I thought about using. Oh, not that one. Thought about that one though. Which one was it? Was it that after that one? I have to check. Oh. Oh, she is farther away than I thought. I was thinking about using the Nair one. But I'll let her stay just for the outro. Forgot how nice this theme actually sounds. So like the more I hear it, it just hypes me up, I'm not gonna lie. This is not disappearing just yet. As a reminder, the triple drop for normal, hard missions and bounty is going to end basically when next reset hits. So you only got this last day to do it. And Jokma looks like he's gonna be on life support in like next 5 hours, 6 hours. The next time I get on later, I'll make an update of the progress of his HP. Just because I'm pretty sure when we do the Assad fight, it is going to be a shift in the Steel Continent story. I'm sure this is going to end up looking different. Or maybe the screen ends up being the same. I heard, I see the screenshots, it changes drastically after a certain point in the story. Well, not drastically, but the area here in the Steel Continent ends up looking different. Oh, it changed again. So now it just kind of like rotates. I was not expecting that. You didn't see Amy that much. Also, I thought this would end up hitting level 3, because I know these eventually hit level 3. Maybe it only hits level 3 when we get the next USB. And there's 4 we'll end up getting. So with the next Decagrammaton boss we defeat, I guess it's only going to increase the support core strength. I get crit rate, stability, and accuracy. There's nothing else changed here. I will probably mess with the minigames again at some point. Probably wait till like the tail end of the event story to do that though. So I don't focus that too hard, because I know I'll get too distracted. One of them is for an event that I'm surprised it's even showing there, because I'm sure it's going to get a rerun, right? Which is that train one. Like, come on. I want to see the Super Twins, but I haven't heard any news of their eventual rerun. Because by the time we capture the word JP currently is that it would be around the time that they appeared. Just before I started playing, actually. So I'm a bit weary of that. But, yeah, I don't really have much to add to it. To this stream. I've done everything I wanted to do. Originally, I would say in the outro of this stream, I will be making a scheduled stream, which I already made for, like, I think, I prepared that thumbnail about, not since the announcement, like, just before this patch started, I think. 2 days before this patch came out, I made the thumbnail for the free polls already. When they had announced Ryu and Himari armed. So, originally my focus is going to be on Himari armed when I pull on this banner. But I'm not opposed to getting both of them because I actually want Ryu. And I feel like I need Ryu more so than I give credit for. It'd be nice to have her, I feel like. But, I only got like 2 more days left, then this is finished. The way that things are going, Choco's gonna get packed up, and then we're gonna be fighting Yasad. So I may have to change the order of things, because I had prepared that. I prepared in advance for the longest time. It's like, depending on how many bosses we do every single day, this is when this should happen. And that was when I forgot that Yasad is after Choco. It's funny that we still followed the JP style for the bosses, except for Tifrith and Gabura. We did those two, like, opposite. Because JP did Gabura, then Tifrith, then Choco at the end. But we ended up doing Tifrith into Gabura, then Chokma. But after Chokma, we got Yasad. And I just remembered. I guess I should check that. I know I'm gonna have to borrow a Hikari for that raid. Because she's too damn good to not do that. I need that shit badly. But I want both the twists, so it's just kind of like something to think about. These are basically all my Mystic students. You know, at Tifrith raid, Kisaki is indoor S, but that didn't help because she's support. As you can see, no one is indoor. All of them are COD, which is pretty bad. Now, I'm pretty sure Yasad is urban because when we fought him at the actual Grand Assault, was it? I think it was Grand Assault. I'm pretty sure it was Grand Assault. Or was it Total? Something tells me it was Total Assault, actually. No, it was definitely Total Assault. Never mind. Yeah, it was definitely Total Assault. You fought Yasad. Swimsuit Mika. People probably have this student, so there's probably something to be said about that. I will say this. I'm very tempted to commit to this for her, but I'm going to try not to do that. I'm going to try not to do that. But it is very tempting to do this because it's very easy for me to get this. It's very easy to just do this. It's very, very easy for me to want to do this. But I want to save that for if I get Battle Artists. That's what I want to save it for. Obviously, K would probably be better to get those gears too, because having a shorter support and then grabbing a DPS would probably be better. But yeah, it probably would be better. I don't know if I'm going to max out Artists, because it's going to be a while before I get the Enigma to increase her damage through her weapon growth. like I did Mika. This one I literally just built up over months of like saving Eligma, and I just kept feeding it into her. I couldn't really help myself, really. I really adore my Mika, so that's why she looks like this. But she definitely could be better on the gears, and it's very tempting too. But I need to be patient. I'm pretty sure my Mika, just like my regular Mika, is probably strong enough to do it. I want to say. Let me look for regular Mika. I know she's not urban over here, but I do have her tier 7 on her equipment, which is why I kind of want to do it for Subsuit Mika as well. It is so tempting to do this though. It is so tempting to do this though. Because then I could be one of those Mikas. Probably not the one that people borrow though because of start rate and all that. That reminds me, everything resets, so I should be able to get this from the bounty shop now. Let me max that real quick. Yep, feels good. Now the next challenge will be equipment, which that won't even be a challenge. I feel like the challenge will actually getting this. I want that bad, but the amount I need, I think, is 750 Eligma. I think it is, which is a lot. I don't know if 200 pulls on Fest is gonna be enough for that, unless I get like a lot of like triple, quadruple 5-star pulls, which I don't think I've ever had that happen to me yet. I think I've had I've had 3 stars in a single pull before, single temple, but not 4. I've seen other people experience it. I think I may have experienced it from the beginner pulls though. In the beginning, I think that was when I experienced like a 4 and 1 temple, because I did experience that during Fest or any time before that. So I know that when I fight your son, I'm probably gonna. I could grab someone else's Mika, but I know for a fact that I'm probably going to rely on borrowing like Hikari. So I think she's a special student. I think. Yeah, I think she's a special student. I'm probably gonna use her alongside Kisaki. But something tells me I'm probably gonna end up using Nagisa instead of using Kisaki. Unless I want to do that for the raid. I think it might be better to use Kisaki because the way Asad's mechanics work, if I destroy the pillars in a certain succession, then I get my cost like increase or whatever. Like they just give us a bunch of costs where we destroy them in the right, succession, which is very interesting. I have vaguely forgot how that boss works, but I think for Mika, I think it will be possible to commit with Kisaki, I feel like. So I might not even need Nagisa swimsuit for it. But maybe I'm wrong. I know when I did the Asad raid, I used Renge. And I used Kasumi. And I think the last out was Rabu just because of the second phase. Probably gonna end up running that. But I don't know if I'm gonna borrow once. I might borrow more than once because I should be able to borrow someone's idol, Idol Suzume? I'll probably end up borrowing one for that fight, so I'll probably end up replacing Rabu with her. But I don't know what I would borrow for a 3rd slot. I don't know if I really need that unless I just want to simply replace my own Mika. I could do that. Maybe I could do that for like difficulty D as like a test run. Honestly, I'm probably more prepared for Yasad than I think I have been for the last couple of bosses, I feel like. Classic Darius type doesn't have that many problems as of yet, except for Tifrith, but that boss is just such an excuse. I don't care what that boss got cooking. He is not that important, and that's probably why he ends up with indoor. But I still hate that. The Shupoto is the only elastic Darius type that is doing that. I feel like they're not the only ones though. Maybe there's like others I haven't seen, but like Momoy. I don't know if Momoy is indoor warfare though. The maid one. I don't have her, so yeah. I feel like the moment we do the final battle for Chokra, we'll probably not even be able to look at this screen anymore. He's already 69%, bro. I could talk about my experience with each boss just before I end this. Vena was actually fun to fight, just because he's just simply a DPS check. I don't think I showed it on stream, but my Mika can almost one-cycle him by herself without me actually having to borrow a Mika on difficulty C. I don't know about D though. I think I'm barely not good enough for it, because I think I need one more actual character for that slot to be able to borrow the character I actually need. But I just like that as a DPS check. The thing I also don't like though is that, like, depending on the students you use, he will simply attack others sometimes, which feels superbly unnecessary. So not having Mika feels kind of bad against this boss. It'd be cool if they actually make this guy a raid boss we can fight. But like, as far as I know, since JP don't have it, it's safe to say we probably won't get this for a while. I don't know how long they'll tend to lead this guy into the trenches, like how they left Erica from Gehenna in, you know, NPC jail until we sleep for them. But for us, it's gonna be from months later when she appears on Global. This boss was kind of fun playing Uniform Naru against. It was actually kind of fun. I just found the mechanic of needing to use CC units to just like deal with a mechanic that could just kill the boss. I found that kind of enjoyable. I do genuinely feel like if this boss does become playable, I hope that there's actually other options that aren't just Uniform Naru, but you know, maybe that's just me asking for a lot. Maybe not for the difficulty D, but like, I don't know if it started for like difficulty C, because like some people say use Kazusa, and then like, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. Mary just does too much. But I actually did find this fight fun. Oh, fuck this guy. Fuck this guy. I don't like him. I never liked him when I first fought him. He was my first raid that I fought in this game as a total assault, and it wasn't fun. I didn't dedicate a stream to fight him. I did it in a stream that I fought him. It was sometime during my first 2 weeks of me playing Blue Archive. I remember fighting this guy as a total assault for the first time. Then we fought him again at a second time, like a couple months ago. I think that was before idle banner pulls and all that Gabor appeared in. Choice. Still, now that I understand how he works, it's kind of cool that you could use like special students to fight this guy. I thought he was decently fun to the extent that if you know have like the special students to just do damage to him, it's a different experience. That's why I think it's fun. But I can't call it fun, genuinely, when the boss's HP is bigger than I feel like it should be. I want to know the excuse for it. Out of every Decagrammaton boss that is in here, for some reason he has like too much HP. Chokwa probably is like the second most, but Gabra still had more HP than him, so what the fuck is that about? Bro, it's total assault while we have a final restriction, where final restriction is kind of like, it makes sense. 100 floors of fighting the boss, of course his HP is going to increase. Gabora is just like too much HP for no damn reason. I just don't have a better word for it than that, which made it insufferable to fight him, to be honest. Outside of that, having the need to move students around just so they don't freeze. I do vaguely remember experiencing that when I first fought him, because I was just like, what the hell is this? I didn't understand how he works. It felt like I wasn't doing that much damage either, but that was when I also, during that time, didn't exactly realize that striker students are intentionally made to do less damage against them. But there's another boss that garnishes more attention to that, when I do my first experience of that on stream. But that one I'm more worried about. Maybe that's instead of this guy. Because I say Gabor had the most HP in the game. Maybe it is the one we haven't fought yet that actually does as far as I've seen. But I feel like it evens out for what that boss is. You know what that boss mechanic is. I'll talk about that when he's actually playable though. You know, when I can actually fight him. Cassette, chesed, cheesed, whatever the fuck people call this boss. I like the build up between the rooms to fight him at the end. But I hate that because we are timed on it. It feels like such a waste of time before we even start the actual fight. If it takes half the time to get to him, I don't find that enjoyable, genuinely. I understand story-wise why he's there. Some people give that argument, sure, that's cool. But there is another form of cassette that we do fight. I remember fighting it that had a different phase where we just straight up fight the boss itself instead of doing the run-up portion. I would have probably preferred that for this raid than what we got, but I feel like story-wise it made sense, so it didn't really bother me. I do like that it's different, but given what this boss does, he's alright. He's alright. He's alright. I don't have better words for it than that. Him being indoor means Mika's really good against him. This event made me realize how much I really want Seiya, but I already wanted Seiya. I was solidified on that. I'm committed to that, so it's kind of crazy. I had to borrow her so much throughout like these first 3 bosses. But we're just gonna go from left to right with the bosses for the experience, or maybe I should say chocolate for last, just because. Yeah, you know I'll do that. Your bitch ass. Yeah, your bitch ass. I don't like this guy either. It was fun experiencing actually playing a more optimal team against it, which made it not as insufferable. But the amount of students I did not have for this feels insufferable. Because borrowing 3 students for this, I'm gonna be honest, borrowing in this game, while it feels pretty good to do, it doesn't feel good to me. It never will feel good to me to borrow students. I don't think I ever will like that until I have my own. And then have them strong enough, and then be able to do it myself. And then maybe borrow somebody else for, you know, like a second team. I'd rather borrow for a second team than borrow for like a first team against a boss. It never feels good to me. Because it feels cheap. No matter how I slice it, grabbing like a maxed out student and, you know, to fight the boss makes me think of like Imagine Theater and Genshin, where I could grab a C6 character from my friends list, and in there it feels not so great either, but in there it's very niche, the type of content that it is, because while it's like important content to get like good rewards from, it's still okay, because you only have to use them twice. You can't use them throughout the whole thing, so you still need to have like strong enough student like characters to get through Imagine Theater and Genshin Impact. But like for raids, even though you can only borrow once for actual raids, it does add a sort of difficulty in higher difficulties like Torment or Insane difficulty. But for this event, where you can borrow 3 powerhouses on top of like buffs that you get as you get the cores leading up to hide, right? It feels cheap. It does feel cheap. But I still didn't like this boss, so it didn't bother me that much. But knowing that Kotama Camp is important for this guy, and I know for a fact the banner is set up in JP, they appear a couple months later from now. And I know for a fact I'm going to pull on that banner if I don't get Kotama Camp from Fest, and if I don't get Hada Camp from Fest, because she was mandatory for this boss on difficulty D. But I was surprised I was able to do C against Hada. I think was I able to one cycle? I think I was. because Neru just does that much damage. So, in all, I enjoyed the fight against Hard, but having the characters borrowed for this was where I start to not like borrowing as much, knowing how insufferable this boss actually is. But I didn't like this boss. I didn't really have the alternatives to really do it myself, regardless for difficulty C either way. But yeah. Every time this guy shows up as Final Restriction, I just kind of like cringe. This guy is like not really well designed because there's just no one who can fight it other than the Shupo twins. As far as I know, there's no one else that can fight this guy except for the Shupo twins. So if you don't have limited students that appear once a year off that banner, then you can't fight this guy when he comes out more than once around the time of me starting this game. I think he showed up like 3 times, Final Restriction, if I recall. First time I wasn't well built, second time was with Sensu Mika, and I remember doing it again at some point. As far as I can recall, but then it just kept spamming Fury Ascent, but that's a different story for another time. I do think out of all the bosses in here, it's funny that you can do a cheese tactic and it shows like the strength of the actual support skills in this event. So it didn't feel as cheap to borrow for this, and I thought that was funny. So it's like the one fight that just was really funny to me. But bro really died as fast as he came to just fight the guy. It was kind of sad. But again, this guy is poorly designed. I don't care what anyone says. It is poorly designed. It's definitely one of my least favorite bosses to fight. Because until I get the Shupo twins, I can't actually fight it directly. Because there's no elastic damage type that has AoE damage. That doesn't get pelted and destroyed by Tifrith even at higher difficulty, even if you have the gears for it. It's just weird that it's built like that. That's probably why he doesn't show up that often nowadays. But like, it does show that problem. Then you last. Maybe I'll end up doing one of these after we beat Yasala to just talk about what I think about that boss. But you're definitely one of my least favorite. I've never liked this boss. I have not had a good experience with anything Mystic in this game yet because I have no good Mystic students. Now, people have said that my account's decent with like what I have in the roster and all that. And the Mystic students I have, a lot of them could be a lot better if I raised them. Yes, I know that for a fact. But like, only for like total and grand assault raids. For like Final Restriction, I feel like you need like specific students to really experience like how these fights are meant to be played. And it doesn't feel good. It doesn't feel good. I'm missing like 5 students I saw in a video against this guy. He was not fun to fight at all. I did not enjoy fighting him at all. Even in today's stream, he just doesn't feel great to fight against because my students are not that well built. But let's look at a different lens. If I have raised my students like I did my piercing and elastic students, would have made a difference? No. No, actually not. Fuck no. The reason why is because I've had this discrepancy and I've noticed this. Most of the students from Mystic that are good in certain content, that I hear about that are good in certain content, they're either limited, like the ones coming out in the Encore banner coming up, or Fest. Every damn one of them. So, while Piercing also has some students that are like that, I don't particularly like fighting this one. I'm sure I'll probably get more options from like the static better that might end up being okay to fight this guy against if I put in the investment required to really do it. But it just doesn't feel good. Now he has a large HP pool, but can I say it's for no reason? I don't know. I say almost compared to Gabora. Only because when you like do the mechanic to like, hit his I don't know what to call it, stress meter or his poise meter, once it maxes out, you start dealing a lot more damage to his HP. So it doesn't feel the same as Gabora where you do that to Gabora, but you can only reach that in his second phase. Which is why I don't like Gabora's fight, much less think that his like scaling is appropriate at all. I don't know why that you can only do damage to special students. Why does his HP have to be like quadruple, quintuple the amount that I feel like a boss like that should have? Obviously, there's probably some reason, but I do gotta preface this much. Everyone kept saying that these bosses are equivalent to the highest difficulty, but they are not as strong at the highest difficulty of their respective game modes. So that means Gabora's HP is even worse, but I'm pretty sure he also has moves that mostly makes the fight even more insufferable that I haven't experienced. Because usually Torment is built different. One day I do want to experience it, because I want to know what this game is like, experiencing it firsthand. But I need to actually reach that level of investment to, get there, and that's not going to be for a long time. But equally for all these bosses, including Chokma, I just don't. I just don't think that if they're going to design a boss that requires certain students to have like an easier time to deal with, at least make it easier to get certain students that can at least deal with the mechanics directly without feeling like you need to have another student just to do the certain highest difficulty. I feel like it should be possible to one team with a team that requires like a ton of investment. It probably does. It probably does. And I just don't see it yet because I haven't seen anyone actually do it because they just see the meta students, right? So we're just gonna have to see one day when I'm able to do that. But yeah, all in all, enjoyed Vina. Cather was somewhat enjoyable despite me not liking the borrowing system as much, but it is what it is. Never really liked this guy. He was a unique experience only dealing damage to special students, but yeah. This guy, I like the uniqueness of what his gameplay is, but there's a different version of him that wasn't shown in this event, so it's kind of sad. HUD, I don't think I'll ever like this boss. I think he's just like, I'm not saying he's not well designed. I actually think he's one of the difficult type of well designed bosses, I want to say. But I just don't like that it requires CC to have an easier time fighting him. But most CC characters aren't exactly well equipped to deal with him. I want to say most of them have too high a cost, or the worst thing about it is that some of them are don't have as much CC power as other students, just because they lack a certain piece of equipment or something, which is something I've noticed. And sometimes not even lacking equipment. It's more about like their scalings aren't as strong as like the students that have like maybe like Kyoko, for example. Like she has 6 costs just like Kotama, and I'm pretty sure she can be used in HOT as well if you needed the CC, but of course you're gonna have to like reduce her cost to make that possible. But I don't think there's a lot of students that actually can deal with his mechanic really, despite being able to do CC. Like even Tsubaki, you can use her, but she takes more to actually destroy the or build up the meter for it, and it doesn't feel good. All in all, fuck this boss. And fuck this boss especially. So, yeah. I'm gonna keep saying F this boss until I actually get more Mystic Students, and then I'm gonna destroy this without this. I swear to God, I'm gonna do it. I want to destroy this boss with Otis. I've seen JP destroy this boss with Otis. I want to do it. I want to see that massive HP part get depleted. But I digress. Tiferet. So it's like it's between these four. I dislike, and I still think I dislike Tiflith more. It's a shame, but it'd be like that. Okay, Bob's health bar is 67%. At 8 o'clock. Got yapped long enough, yeah. I always end up doing this a lot, but I wanted to get this off my chest. Again, it's like the third time I'm gonna repeat this, I guess. Kind of like to repeat myself, knowing whether or not people are listening. Next stream was originally planned to be free polls, but it looks like next stream might be Assad before it. So, I already prepared to schedule a stream for it. I'm just waiting to see when that will be. Will it be during tomorrow? Or will this guy die overnight before and well before resets? I will update y'all on the process. So when I get on later, I guess I'll update on it. See where his health is at. Can't wait to go see a guide on Chokma just to find out it's still insufferable. Gosh. But I should pat myself on the back. I managed to do difficulty C for every boss except for one so far. I'm sure I'll be strong enough for difficulty C for Yasad. There's no way I won't be. That one I don't feel like I'm gonna feel bad about borrowing as well. I'm probably not gonna even need to borrow 3 students. I'm probably gonna be fine for that fight. I'll probably end up borrowing twice though, because I want to use Magical Girl Suzume, so it has its perks. Borrowing doesn't inherently bother me that much. It does for the event, borrowing 3, feel cheap. But it's meant to make it easier for players that don't have a lot of students to be able to at least push a little bit if they can through borrowing. And I do feel like the event had to do this because getting rid of other events, thanks to this duration of this event lasting for more than one patch, they need to compensate something. So I feel like this was only warranted. But yeah. That being said, thank you guys for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed. This is a 3-hour stream. Honestly, a portion of this was definitely happening. With the story bit would have been a little bit longer, but yesterday was a bit longer than I thought it was going to be. But this ended up being shorter. No one ended up talking to us. We didn't even get to hear Ein yet. We've heard Soph and Or try to propose an option. We haven't heard from Ein yet. Maybe Ein will talk to us during the Chokma fight. Maybe. I don't know. But I wonder what the direction is going to be, because the still content is definitely going to change in this next one. Because since Yasad's not showing on the map yet, yeah, it's going to be interesting. I look forward to it. So, looks like next stream will be us fighting Yasad, and then we'll be doing the free pulls. So, again, thank you for watching. Leave the like button, subscribe to the channel. Keep an eye out on the post to see when next stream is going to be. But you might need to be quick, because sometimes I do it around like a certain amount of hours before I do the next stream. You gotta just keep your eyes peeled. Keep your eyes on the notifications if you can, and all that jazz. And I'll see you guys next time.